hosting the first playlist. Green Machine is the first tracker. Zombie already joining. And we will be good to go momentarily. Apologies for the slight delay. GTA was playing a little bit hard with us there, not letting us join at the same session. But we did manage it through getting into the party chats and stuff. Just gonna share this around to the chats. And we should be on for some cracking action. And we go down. Just making sure, yeah. That's good to know. That was one of the questions I was going to ask you. So we are just doing the one playlist tonight. Luke hosting this one. Zombie will be hosting the next. Let me share this to you guys. I know we're both in the same chats, but it means you don't have to look as far for it. And yeah, I am all good to go when you two are. If you two just want to check with each other. And where is the other chat? I want to share this one too. Okay. No, maybe. Yeah, I'm all good to go, my man. Thank you very much for your patience, guys. Honestly, not a problem. Yeah. It's all good, my dude. Right, that is me left in the party on my own. We are on to Green Machine. This is Luke's first pick. Right, let me get back to my chat. Hello, Chandon and Shiftless. I hope you're doing both very, very well. And Shiftless, where is the dab of appreciation, my lad? It's what we know you for. What we love you for. Get a double dab in the chat. We'll get this going. Luke has held second place. Zombie pulled away nicely, but Luke, with that exceptional boost through the early part of the tube, did draw it level, but Zombie slightly stronger upon it, does pull himself nicely out of the tube. Zombie holds position, slightly pulling away with really strong curves. Comes around really nice. Hello, my man Nacho. Hope you're doing fantastically well, my fella. Nice and tidy into the corner from both into this S series snaky section of the track, pulling the pace nicely. Hello, Nin. Hope you're doing very well yourself as well. We are here with Luke versus Zombie. Luke does have a little bit of work to do, having fallen just behind the pace ever so slightly. in the first lap. Zombie catching a really nice boost, making it hard for Luke to catch up through these loops. Reins him back in just a touch on a very nice exit, good corner, just using the barrier to straighten up nicely. Heavy barrier that time, and that does cause him to avoid the boost. Down to the ground, nice and barely ahead of Luke. Goes up with a nice smooth line. Zombie's more aggressive, but does get over the lip of the curved bank there nicely. Good, great boosting into the tubes from Luke, and you do see that distance appears to be closing. Nice and thick on the boost. Zombie nicely on it now too, following a very similar line here. Let's get Zombie across the line in first at the end of the first lap. 2:31.945 to 2:32.521. But we do see Luke has shortened distance slightly more since crossing the line. Tries a great boost. I think it was missed on the entry to the tube. Again, that early boost line from Luke does give him good pull. Kane and Cashmere go together. Kept saying, I hope you're doing well, my man. Right, cross. Snaky section again. Gap does appear to have closed lightly on where it was on the last go round. Zombie does still hold the lead. We here Luke covering the throttle, trying to maintain a good engine rev through a very similar aggressive line, trying to maximise boost and smooth out. Which is just get the back end bumping in a proper way, not having the front end clip into the loop. Do you see? Zombie has held the lead, but Luke again closing up through the final loop. Nice clean corner here, good curbs with two left tyres, just drift to the left a bit more aggressively than Zombie. Zombie staying nice and true to straight. Good and clean so far. Both heading into the jump, nice and smooth. Zombie just clearing it again, really nice. Carrying the right angle to get up over the ridge nicely. See the tyre marks from the previous entry. And we did hear the extended squeal. Zombie maintains good distance to Luke. Luke closes up with a nice exit again. The 2:28.649 from Luke does just steal away the best lap from Zombie with 2:28.664, bringing total time down by around 0.15 between the two. That is cranking up the pace. Zombie pulling away lightly through the first tube, getting. It is over 2 legs in Halo. They're just doing the first playlist tonight, and then they'll be doing the second playlist in the next couple of days. Zombie is managing to hold the lead. But Luke though really having closed up through that beginning portion of the tube, and they're just maximising the boost from the slope. Tidy through first section of corners from Zombie has allowed him to maintain ever so slightly, extend the lead again. Toes over the jump, it looks good from both. Luke with a good clean landing, did seem to get a little bit of a landing boost, start gaining on Zombie again. Luke chasing heavy boost lines now, knowing he's having to go much of full effect as he possibly can to try and close distance here to Zombie. Zombie maintaining the lead through the loop set as we've seen before, but Luke is maintaining and holding the pace really nice, really closing the gap up into the final stages. A little bit closer than he's been before. Zombie does start just ever so lightly extend with aggressive curb chasing. Luke stays slightly truer and straighter this time. Zombie heading out to the left, trying to catch a little bit more of the ridge. Good drive, chases that little extra clip of curb before pulling back to the right. Luke goes super aggressive, nice landing. That is going to give Luke a full chance of pulling level and pulling ahead. Good brake boosting from both. It is all down to boost lines here. Who can get on it thick and fast. Zombie and Luke battling. Luke does appear to have just pulled into the lead through a final loop section and the final little kink in the tube. And hello, Fluky, my dude, I hope you're doing very well on this nice warm evening. There's not too much up myself. Luke has managed to just see off Zombie in that first race. It was very close throughout. Zombie did maintain the lead right through to that final dip down in the tube, and that has allowed Luke to take it 1-0 so far. First blood does go to Luke. Very, very strong performance from both. We saw, so just while I quickly get it up on stream, we saw a 2:28.649 with the 7:30.418 from Luke, 7:30.742 from Zombie with a 2:28.664. So Luke just pipping, as I said earlier on. Very intense Nacho. This is Luke's pick again, H200. The guys have agreed to just put the playlist in the order they feel fit as hosts. Luke did initially say to Nacho he would put it on shuffle, up to Zombie, sorry, because Nacho just messaged. Said he would put it on shuffle to Zombie. Zombie saying, nah man, just go for it, put the playlist how you like it. And we'll go from there. I'll match it. And that makes it nice and fair. H200 D324. License plate on the back of Zombie's car. Zombie does just swing into the lead ahead of Luke. Nice and smooth across the jumps. Does initially Luke take lead. No, a lot of water from Zombie. Does see him get hung up. Luke with a nice exit from the wall ride. Again, just a touch higher than he'd maybe like on the perfect run, but now just looking to maintain the pace, maintain the lead nicely. Hello, Randolph, offering good luck to both of our drivers here. Nice. It was a little bit of water in our screen, but Luke threw it nicely. We did hear the tyres getting a little bit wet maybe, but nothing more. Didn't look to be bogged down by the water. Zombie does appear to be closing in, approaching the hairpin just behind Luke. Luke goes with the jump. Not sure if Zombie did go with the ramp split or not. It is maintaining good pace behind. Luke swings to the right into the tube, tilting the car late, getting down nice and clean, having to swing the car into the tube hard, having not got enough time on track to get the car in line with the angle he would like perfectly. We are going to head back to Zombie, get a bit of a perspective of both of the drivers here. Luke just heads round the corner. Zombie pushing very wide to the edge of the track, maximising the carry speed as much as possible. We saw a 1:31.124 from Luke, by just over a 2-second lead with 1:33.193. from our man Zombie. Oh, just very slightly clipping a little bit of the blue, just pulling the car round ever so slightly, causing more of a spin as he came back onto the track, handled it really nice, got himself straightened back up really quickly. Score at the moment, Tyrese, my man, hello, is 1-0 to Luke at the Green Machine, and we are on to H200, the second of Luke's tracks, and Luke holding the lead at this point, having slightly extended Zombie did get ever so slightly hung up on the wall ride, hung up in the water on the first lap, allowed Luke to extend the lead. Good brake boosting from Zombie, good high line into the tube, gives him a good line into the final tube of the lap, and he's really close up behind Luke now. Yep, so Green Machine, Downtown Loop, City Air and H200 are Luke's selections. Rally, Split, Gauntlet and Trench 2 are Zombies. Zombie really closing the gap to Luke. Luke is going to have to push really nice and hard to maintain the lead. We've seen a 1:28.158 as Zombie gets heavy, caught up in the water again. Luke manages to slip through nice and clean. Again, another little slide, caught it really nice and quick. A 1:29.657. Signifying that that gap did drop by about a second and a half, which was how he was so close behind. The water wreaking havoc with Zombie. No water this time, although it was displaying on our screen. Zombie nicely through. We are going to head back to Luke, a little bit out of sight. Nice and clean across the jump, just playing nice and smooth, make sure he misses the barrier, nice and smooth down the ramp, not pushing the accelerator too hard in unnecessary places, not wanting to lose a huge amount of time. Zombie should there be a collision with the barrier or a braking incident from connection on blue to white. Nice and tidy over the curves. We do see Zombie has closed the gap again. Luke does cross the line with 28.7. Zombie does keep best lap. And yeah, I know Luke not looking forward particularly to Gauntlet in. And hello, my man Ventura. Gauntlet growing on mobbing. I do like a little bit of Gauntlet myself. The 1:28.723 from Luke to the 1:28.158 from Zombie. That's the best lap, but Zombie there not happy with the impact of the water, having cost him significant amounts of time. It is one of the risks and perils of that track. And it does sometimes level the playing field just a touch. As I say, that does take us 2-0 in Luke's favour. We are on Split. This is the first of Zombie's tracks. So I think this will be the order we're taking. So it will go 2 of Luke's, 2 of Zombies, 2 of Luke's, 2 of Zombies. GG Luke from Nin. Leader of Crow there showing support to her commissioner. And apologies that I couldn't make it on Sunday afternoon, Nin. I was feeling worse for wear after a bit of a heavy night drinking. Unfortunately, I've learnt my lesson and it's not going to happen too often. It's a bit bad on my old stomach. We are with Zombie at the moment. Luke holding pole nicely. Brake boosting from both. A little wiggle boost from Zombie. Zombie choosing not to go with the barrier ride. Does take first place with a lovely clean corner. But Luke maintaining the higher risk, having used the barrier, clipping a little bit of extra curve, does swing into the lead. Good clean ramp skip from both. Luke's drifted slightly wider to the right, playing it slightly safer with the feet. Up at the ramp, it's just nice and true. But it's going that left wall, handling that really well. Luke maintaining good pace ahead of Zombie. Good curves there from Zombie, shortening the gap, giving him the revs through the tube. No bricking from Zombie. Brick from Luke does pull the car a little bit to the left. Can hear some feathering of the throttle there from Zombie as he entered the tube. Maybe signifying that these boys do have a bit of a wait for brick scenario going on. Again, not 100% sure, just a little bit of guesswork, but with a bit of feathering and saw from Zombie, I know he can take that corner at higher speed. Unfortunately, Alex, Luke isn't in the party, but I will mention it to him after. And I'll get him to send you a little message. And this is all I've had booked in so far, Mobbin. If you want to get a booking in, and I will not overlap anything, so it'd be like I've not got anything booked in for Friday night. I know you like 10 PM, 9 PM UK time seems to work well for you. With it being in the afternoon, and maybe hopefully that would work well for your opponent as well, and we can work from there. I've not had anything booked in just yet. And no worries, my man. Nice and clean entry into the tube. Zombie having messed up somewhere, we did just miss that, has allowed Luke into the lead. Now, can I catch that on stream at all? Just try and catch what happened to our man Zombie ahead of Luke. Luke being nice and clean. He messed up the tube. Nice tidy barrier ride from Luke. Sends his position at the front at the moment. So there was a bit of a problem with the transition between the tubes from Zombie. Allowed Luke to swing into the lead. Just apologies, had to swing back. Zombie really pushing hard. Luke doesn't take the ramp skip, not wanting to take any unnecessary risk. You do see Zombie coming round the corner just behind, really trying to crank up a pace. Yep, and no worries, my man. And we've got all the way through till Sunday, so nice clip of the blue from Zombie as he transitions between the tubes. We've got Luke holding the lead really nicely though. It does appear as though he's nice and clean to be going to be able, heavy on the brakes, getting up the ramp nice and clean. Feathers the throttle to getting into the tube nice and smooth. Zombie pushing really hard. We've seen lap times of the one at 31.692 from Luke, the one at 32.529. Luke just bringing his time down to 131.091. Just a bit too aggressive against the barrier, got hung up in it. Car kicking up off it with that final barrier ride. Didn't go round quite as smoothly as you would like. 131.091 with 437.150 from Luke does see him extend to 3-0 with the 447.665 with a 132.529 from Zombie. And that is 3-0 to Luke at this point. And we're about to head in to Zombie's second pit. Hello for Alex as well, my man. We are on downtown loop. This is actually Luke's choice. So just having one of zombies so far. No worries, my man Luke. I know that you did say that you'd be laying it out how you guys decided, and Zombie had agreed with that. But you can see Zombie's character getting more beautiful day by day. Really starting to pull together that strong look. And with Luke being in the chat, Alex Chandler does tell Luke that he loves you and will let him know what you think to it. Zombie with a wonderfully clean cut. Luke getting hung up in it, has had to respawn early. That is going to give Zombie a good strong position to move forward from, catching the boost nicely as well. Very aggressive across the curbs, flies a long way. Checkpoint collect nice and high in the air, but the big brick from Zombie on the flat landing does see the gap shorten. Luke maybe potentially going to go for the cut, try and shorten the gap. It looks like he did get a nice clean loop skip second time round. Again, just taking a bit of time out of Zombie. Good brake boosting down the straight, heavy on the brake. Little light dab again at the end. Just get the speed back up. Good transition down through the loop. No bricking at the bottom. Looks like Luke nice and cleanly through it too. Straightening up now as Zombie heads in to the bank hairpin here. Goes through it again. Really, really nice and clean over the curbs. Extending the jump out as much as possible. Going to see the lap times come in a couple of seconds from both. See a 1:44.829 from Zombie, 1:50.044, just under a 6 second lead to Zombie. Oh, just teasing us a little bit, just maybe feeling like he didn't quite have the speed and momentum to make it through. Looks like Luke this time has got through the transition between platforms nice and smooth. He's heading through the loop just behind Zombie. Zombie clicking curves, avoiding the boost this time, taking a little bit of length out of the jump. No bricking this time. We are going to flick on to Luke. See how he's reining it in. Zombie spinning and just skip up. Luke with a little bit of airtime as he clips the platform a little heavy, but just a touch, and you can see the gap really shortening in. Luke looking to be nice and smooth over the curbs, not chasing any unnecessary brake boost at this point, just letting the car do its work. Zombie nice and high, back wheel just clipping on the left side on the top ridge of the platform. Nice and clean across the curves, nice and smooth. It's all looking very good here so far. Slight error on the first loop skip. Really now all that separates them, and it has come down slightly. Zombie not needing the respawn. Do see Luke take the best lap. The 1:41.593 from Zombie came in, and then the 1:38.933 from Luke, really shortening the gap down. We see Zombie go with the loop. Luke goes with the loop skip, and again just pulling the time down slightly. Zombie had a very, very good section. first section of the track, have been able to re-extend the lead, just like pulling away again, getting really good boost lines. Zombie carries the jump long, Luke a little bit shorter, again neither driver gripping at all, car bucking up onto two wheels, that will stop Luke being able to go for loop skip. Zombie maintains the lead. As long as Zombie clean through final sections of the track, will bring it back to 3-1. Pushing really hard to the edge of the track, getting a little wobble. Again, pushing nice and hard, letting the car drift a little bit more to the right. On the exit, pulls around the bank curve really nice and tidy. Comes across, clips the curb and uses that little yellow ramp to open up between track pieces. Goes in for the ramp skip, but does just clip 1 foot of the ramp. That does see Zombie across the line in first, and lucky there from Luke. That does bring it back to 3-1. Luke does still have 2 race advantage. Score fluids is 3-1, my man. Hey, Jack. Yeah, it's 3-1 in Luke's favour. The 1:38.933 was the best lap, but total time of 5:06.379 from Zombie. Just a little bit too quick there for Luke to be able to match on this occasion with the mistake through the loop. It's all good, Jack. We all have them issues from time to time. I believe we're heading in to Gauntlet. Luke has 1 track remaining. Zombie has 3. We've just passed, or just reaching the halfway point. The guys, if they were playing a football/soccer match, would just be having their half-time oranges and Lucozade before heading back on to the field to battle it out. Just letting time tick down, just letting them... Oh god, yeah, it's horrible to wipe off, man. Literally takes forever. Both guys are switching to their D8s. Zombie looking to push home advantage his track choice. It's a good strong start though. Has pulled away slight advantage. Zombie landing slightly earlier on the downward slope of the ramp, looking to maintain the engine revs nice and clean. Luke has maintained that early distance between them. Zombie though with all 4 white wheels going over the curb 2 times, just close up ever so slightly. Big slide from Zombie and a heavy bash off the barrier from Luke. It does just send Luke across to the other side of the track where he wants the car to be. It did allow Zombie to minimise the damage from big slide through second big corner on the track. Nice smooth line here from Zombie, swinging the car hard to the left. It's a good low exit from Luke as well, matching it by Zombie just slightly straighter that loop, ever so slightly extends the lead. A really smooth, clean exit. The only trouble is you need to do that 6 times across the course of these 2 tubes. You have to maintain that high level of consistency on the exit to keep the lead or pull it back. Again, it's nice and clean across the boost. CrooZomby trying to rein him in with good boost line. You can see how much it's taking back off Luke through the aggressive line to the tube swing to the right. And on the left side, Luke quite a lot higher. Zombie though, unfortunately, has had to respawn. You can see he had lined the car up ready to do a character switch if he was allowed. It took time mid-air to hold the triangle button. He just had to fight that natural instinct to character switch. We are going to go apply some of that thick-ass YouTube pressure to our man Luke. A good, clean entry into this final tube on the track of this first lap. A nice, clean exit, getting himself onto the curbs, nice and smooth. Hoping not to break just before the ramp hit. Now you can see the light spark off the car, but nothing more than that. Nice and clean across the curbs, clipping the brake boosting really nice along straight. Lines up for a nice cut, extends the jump out just a touch and down at about the halfway point down the pink ramp before heading through yellow maze of killers, ever so lightly coming right and then back to the left. Again, really nice and clean across the curves here. Exceptionally nice and tidy from Luke. Really good and clean. In the tube from Luke on to the boost line, nice and thick. The zombie, I think, about to enter the tube himself, lining up for it. But Luke exits again, really nice, a little bit higher than the first time out, swinging a little bit more to the right than the left on this approach. Zombie just passing by underneath, lining up for tube exit himself. Can only feel a little bit unlucky for Zombie, just drifting a little bit to the left on the second tube exit. Did cost him respawn and a huge loss of time. He's looking to capitalise on it, having been nice, clean and consistent to this point. Has built himself up a little bit of a safety net. Zombie is coming up through the corners, entering the tube, doing the little loop and coming in a straight portion of the tube behind Luke, so not out of reach yet. Luke just straightens up at the final section of the tube, having carried enough speed to get him out nice and clean. Carries himself down the ramp, over the jump, nice and smooth again. Just lets the car stay nice and level, letting it do all of the work. Just tilts it slightly more backwards. The tail of the car touched down first, then hoping to minimise on the brake. Moves into the tube, again nice and clean. Dab with the handbrake, swing the car around. Over and across the curves again with that nice smooth line to the exit, just lets him drift beyond the gap in the barrier, pulls away from it again. A bit of lag showing on Luke's car again, wisely avoiding a risky cut, not needing to take the heavy risk here. On the first lap from Luke got to 55.344. He has been nice and clean, double brake boost down the line, comes down to a 253.608. As long as Zombie's been nice and clean as well, we should see that come down significantly to 49.737 from Zombie, shortening the gap by almost 4 seconds. Luke maintaining the lead both in points and in the race. I'm going to stay with Luke for now, unless that gap truly shortens up. The Zombie heading into that first left now, parallel with Luke. Luke swings into the tube, Zombie heading right and up straight for the left. Luke with a strong lead, and as long as he gets his tube exits nice and safe, doesn't matter if they're high at this point. Zombie passing underneath a lot earlier than he did before. Zombie passed by just at. That will be a question for. That will be a question for our man Jack in the chat. I think it might be 47 or 46. But a very nice lap time from Zombie, pushing out all of the stops, trying to close in on it. Again, Luke just swings around the loop, just straightens up, having carried the speed necessary to make sure he clears a pink flat. Oh no, I think the pre-nerf D8 was a 43. Jack, like I say, Jack will be the man to ask. I think Jack at least said he's been on for 47 pace. But I do think it might be a 48. But I'm not, like I say, I'm not 100% sure. But I know that Jack's old record was the 43 pre-nerf with the really, really risky tube exit. Nice and tidy through final tube from Zombie. We are going to see Luke cross the line in first, should there be any issues with the ramp skip here. Luke, he can do it very soon and do both of us. That's a lovely clean ramp skip from Zombie. He even got the nose to point down slightly. Across the line. That does allow Luke to extend 4-1. Really making Zombie work hard. Thank you, Jackson Potter, for subscribing to the channel. Letting you know that, as I say, that is Luke 4-1 up. So very quickly message Jack. Ask him to pop in YouTube chat to answer the question. We are on to trench 2. Jack messaged. We are here with trench 2. Luke has taken the lead from second place initially. Nice smooth line, just slightly rubbing the wall from Zombie. Luke getting both the brake boost because pull away slightly. Zombie with that third one starts to really crank up the pace. Nice smooth entrance, no rubbing against the wall or adjustments to the steering needed. And that is correct, thank you very much, Nin. Really nice brake boost from Zombie, trying to hold pace and distance to Luke. Just clawing him in towards the end of the lap, swinging hard to the right, minimising the corner as much as possible. Luke carrying more speed, hopefully through the exit. But Zombie matches it with really good brake boost across the line. The 102.030 to the 102.096. Really not a lot between the two. Brake boost from both. And again, Luke really shortening the gap here. Good entrance into the tube and a lovely line. A little bit rougher on the landing. CrooZomby cost him some of his speed and allowed Luke to pass on through. But a good wall smash from Zombie caught him just a little bit of extra curb boosting effect. A nice smooth line has retaken position momentarily. Zombie back into the lead though. It is a tense fight for first pit. Matching it pace for pace. Zombie with a late brake boost, swings high this time for Luke, going low. Zombie able to maintain and handle a slide nicely, and hello Jack. Yeah, they've both been racing really well. Zombie did get slightly unlucky, just drifting too far to the left. Car would have gone off the track on Gauntlet. Otherwise it's been a very intense battle between the two. Also maybe on splits between the transition of the tubes. We did not quite catch on it, getting hung up heavy on. Okay, it's only a 40. Okay, I think Zombie did just beat that then, Jack. I thought it was lower than that. Let's have a look. Zombie did get a better lap time than that. This is why we needed you here, my mate. Where's the time now? Zombie is across the line in first. That does bring it back to 4-2 in Zombie's favour. It was a 49.737 from Zombie. 0.7 what, Jack? Now the new question. Okay, 0.4. Nice. So just a little bit off. And I have heard you say that you felt like you've been on 47 pace in the nerf, right? With the nerf. Yeah. So I had that in my head. So I thought it might be a 48. That has allowed, as I say, Zombie to bring it back to 4-2, but he is going to have all the work cut out for him to draw level. This is Luke's final track, and then we will be in to rally from Zombie. Luke, that's why that's the worst fucking race. Nah, Gauntlet is from Ventura, Trench 2 is a close second though. What about your favourite track splits there as well, Ventura? Do you want to maybe throw that into the top 3 somewhere? Get ourselves a little tier list of tracks going. Nice and tidy across the curves from both. Good brake boosting from Zombie does allow him to hold the lead. Slight smoother curves and corner from Luke does allow him to swing back into the lead. Zombie pushing nicely through the corner. Good brake boosting from Luke allows him to just extend slightly, carrying a lot of speed, just missing the overpass in the track that takes the checkpoint. Really nice. Nice low exit from Zombie is closing up through the air. Luke down to the track slightly earlier, and a weird brick from Zombie there did just cause the back end of the car to lift up off the track, but maintained it and held it really clean. Car did manage to stay straight and true, but I haven't seen that before. And yeah, I have actually heard you say that before, Ventura, so Did say that when we were in the party this time last week. Nice across the curb from Zombie, trying to shorten the gap up again. Zombie trying to rein in the left time. I am not sure myself, Mobbin. Luke is in chat, so we'll be able to maybe ask him in between the races. We see Zombie smash through the stop strips, really shortening the gap to Luke with that clean transition through them. Get to the track slightly early. A big wobble from Luke does allow Zombie back into the lead. Yes, that wipes out any need for waiting on the brick in this situation. Nice, clean through the jump skip. Really nice over the roof, carrying a lot of their pace into the final jump. And again, nice and smooth. Across the curb, really nice and clean. But I do believe they will have done. I know that in the past, Zombie has agreed to wait on bricks before with other opponents, as has Luke. Really nice clean section from Luke does allow him to swing back into lead. Zombie extends the jump onto the ramp slightly and retakes the lead into the tube nice and cleanly, and pulls an incredibly low transition off over the jump skip now, hoping for no bricking incident this time. Nice and clean as we see Luke swinging into the tube behind him. We are going to swap between them. Unfortunately, it's a slightly long load. I should have waited between the transition in the tube so we at least caught one of them doing it. I really did not expect it to take quite as long as it did. Zombie sticking to the curb nicely, letting him flicking back to the left slightly. Nice, aggressive across the curbs. Clipping as much of it as we can, a little bit on the entrance, but Zombie does appear pulling away ever so slightly. Luke pushing for that extra clip of curb as well. A good clean line, low exit from both. Luke slightly more to the right, tweaking the angle you can take into the final. Zombie handles it really nice. Luke just a little bit more wary, going front off to the right. Zombie smashed through it really clean again. No wobble on the part this time from Luke's side, just a slight little bit extra two wheels than we'd like. It looked good from Zombie, it's good from Luke. Luke disappear with a really nice clean landing. It shortened the gap up slightly, carrying a little bit more speed across the jump, a bit more boost on the exit. Nice and close between the two guys. Let's have a look at them lap times. Between a 2:12.331 from Zombie to the 2:13.133 from Luke. Good clean brake boosting from both. Zombie was able to re-extend the lead quite. Luke pushing really hard, carries a lot of speed out of the exit, just clipping the top of the roof. Zombie went incredibly low, just a little bit too much, and does hit the top of the building really heavy. That does give Luke a very strong position to carry forward through this final lap of City Air, potentially giving the chance to take that at least a couple of race lead into the second playlist in the next couple of days. As long as Luke is nice and clean, he should be fine. We may see him avoid the final roof skip, not needing to keep pace with Zombie on this lap. Could be the right decision. I believe we've just seen Zombie respawn again as well. Blitz disappeared on the map. Nice and tidy. Now I know Nacho is quite a fan of that track. I believe he is of the Brioso with the way he drives it as well. Very quick lad in that car. So you may have to sway his mind on that one, Ventura, or agree to disagree. You see Luke taking the jump nice and smooth, carries a lot of pace through it. May get a slight grip on landing, but the back end of the car touching down nicely first did minimise the risk of that nicely. You see Zombie going in for it nice and clean, avoids hitting the roof, will shorten the damage. Good thin ramp skip, car just bucking up ever so slightly, but he handles that really well, really just using time on the side of the car as the braking point. But that does see Luke take it to 5-2. Luke will be hoping, or will be happy to take whatever lead he can through to 12.331 from Zombie. Was the fastest lap at 6:53.344 with the 2:13.133 was just enough to see off at Zombie. There was a very, very slight brick down the hill, but I'd literally say it cost him 0.1 of a second. He did overtake you again on that lap. So that would be down to you and him, and it was the when he had to respawn would have cost him more time, so that's down to you two. Like I say, it maybe cost him 0.1. He did retake the lead on that lap and held the lead then through until the mistake. So yeah, his car just, like the back wheels kicked up off the ramp, and he lost some acceleration down the hill after the first jump over the building. But very small minor one, as Mobbin says, time wise, and he handled it really well and did, like I say, retake the lead. So like I say, down to you two. I think with Zombie retaking the lead, if I know him well enough, he'll probably take it as it is, because, well, the bricks are all down to you guys. There's, like, it's completely up to the drivers on the bricks and stuff. If you two have agreed to wait on the bricks, then I'd have a little light discussion with Zombie Luke. But I think, like, honestly, with him having retaken the lead and then making a mistake while he was in the lead, I think would be good. And there we go, Zombie saying no. That was what I thought, Zombie. You handled it really well. And not wanting to use a little minor brick to really push sportsmanship of the other drivers. Really only wanting it to be big, effective bricks that would decide the race. Zombie maybe not happy that he did make the mistake once he was in the lead, but did get himself back into the lead after the brick. So probably wouldn't have been holding that too much against Luke. Now you do hear a little pap of the horn from, I believe it was Zombie, just trying to put Luke off slightly as he maintains pace behind. Nice and tidy through the tube. But that is the exact sort of little conversations we like to see between the drivers surrounding the brick. Because it is that slight grey area. It is harsh to lose out to the bricks, but you know what you're up against if it's a driver that doesn't, so you just don't wait for them. And if you do wait, you just want to have that nice clarity between the two so nobody's taking a nick. You see a really clean section from Zombie did shorten the gap with good exit speed from Luke, did allow him to hold the lead. Zombie nice and aggressive across the curb. Neither driver needing to go for the wall ride and carrying a lot of speed through the hairpin section. Zombie has just swung in first place through it. double click of the curbs does seem ever so lightly extend, but a very clean transition from the wall to the dirt from Luke does see him swing just back into the lead. Nice, clean, tight hairpins from Luke does seem hold the lead nicely, but Zombie with clean application of the power. Luke does swing to the left and back to the right around the ramp. Zombie didn't have to change his line there at all to get up on the tube wall. Really nice and clean. Tidy stuff. Zombie has to adjust the throttle very heavy and pull hard round to the right to avoid the rocks and then the fence. Clipping as much extra curbs as he can. Pulls round the corner, carries a touch more speed than Luke and pulls just up inside him. It's going to be a tight final section here should both drivers be able to maintain their speed and cleanness. Luke falling ever so slightly behind, with Zombie knowing where he can take the checkpoint a little bit finer and take a narrower line through some of these corners, taking good advantage of the hot lapping sessions he's put in with Nacho. Nice and tidy, pulls himself sharply round to avoid the pink tyre wall onto the bank curb. Maybe hoping to shorten out the good barrier ride here, but Zombie does hold position nice and clean. And that does see this go for 5-3. That is 5-3 to Luke. Zombie pulling race win back. Will be going in to the second playlist 5-3 down. Now we can see the little conversation that was had. Was there a brick? We said yes, there was a minor one at the start. And then would that be considered a restart from Luke and a no lol from Zombie? And a thank you Zombie from Luke. So that does clear that situation up nice and close, and it was a very, very tight battle. Nice and tight, like a tiger, as I do say. And Mob Shiftless, do not criticise that character. That character is the most attractive character in the game. Thanks for commentating, Fox. Honestly, my guys, it is my pleasure to you all. Zombie, unlucky this time. Luke, congratulations. But huge GGs to both. Fantastic driving all around. Zombie did get a little bit unlucky on Gauntlet. Yep, that's right, Zombie. I've got note of it in my... Zombie knowing he has got a little bit more work cut out. Yeah, it was a fantastic playlist from both men. And yeah, I should really trademark it. Get myself copyrighted. Hey, Barbat, my man. GG both from himself. He's one of the newer members of our stunt racing community. But it is a pleasure to have him. He's already faster than myself, so he's earned his place. Me being commentator man. Let me just have a little look back and I can let you know who that is. Mobbin will be up against Randos. The other matches we have are Matt v Fern, Nacho v Jack, Esco v Snail, Mobbin v Randos, and then we have Luke v Zombie for the second playlist, with Luke holding the 5-3 lead in that. GG guys, and great racings from Nacho. Yep, no worries Luke, you just let me know and I will be there. Anybody that comes to me with their bookings, if there is another one booked in for the time you come to me with, before I do anything, I will ask if there's any chance you can reschedule. So do get your bookings in as soon as you can. It is first come, first served basis sort of thing, but like I say, I will give you the flexibility to try and book and let you know the times I have booked in when that is the case. This is all I've got booked in for so far, so very flexible, and we do have right the way through till Sunday, and we're down to the final 4 matches, so there is the potential to be able to get that, well, 4.5 matches, so there is the potential to be able to squeeze all of that in over the weekend. So there's no rush from any of you. Take your time, and I will see you all for the next stream. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Do head over to both Luke's and CrooZomby's channels, and then while you're at it, please do also go check out one of my other spanners in chat, and I will see you all very soon. Thank you all so much. Me v you, Alex. When? I'm up for it. You'll smack me up, but I'll do it. Like, anything to show that I'm willing to take my beatings as they come. Just PM me and we'll get that sorted. Right, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you all so much. Do head over, check out Luke and Zombie's channels, and I'll see you very soon. Good night and good boy.